In this video, we will estimate the savings for insulation of a flat roof. We'll use the building envelope model to do that. I'll proceed to the energy page, and from the energy page select under Energy and Use, Building Envelope. To begin with, we'll specify that the building north faces due north. That would be an input of 0 degrees. If you're unsure about how to use the building north input, using the help is very handy here because it brings up an example under building north example. It shows me the idea being that a building that faces due north would have a 0 degrees facing. So that's what I've inputted in this example. Next, I'm going to proceed to open up the roof calculator. We're not using the entire building envelope calculation here. We're simply going to look at the roof as one element of the building envelope itself. I'm going to be using imperial units, so square feet, for area and R value. I select those units appropriately. The roof size is 20,000 square feet, and a contractor has told me that existing roof insulation levels are R10. They can replace that, but they'd like to move it to R20, which is the purpose of my calculation here, to see if that's worthwhile. So I'll go ahead with R10. Now, we are heating and cooling this building, so I'm going to set the system selection to be heating and cooling. That accesses my pre-defined furnace and compressor as the heating and cooling systems, and I see my energy consumption for heating and cooling at the bottom of the base case. At this point, I'm ready to construct my proposed case. I use the copy base to proposed. I proceed to the top of the screen. Everything's filled in nicely, and I simply now have to move to the area where I enter in the new R value. I'm going to use an R value of 20. The contractor is suggesting they can add an additional 2 inches of insulation. It's going to cost me an incremental cost of 48 cents a cubic meter, which would be $9,600 in absolute dollars. 50% energy reduction from the bottom of the screen. And now we move over to the include measure, and I see that this particular project has a simple payback of 4.9 years. If that roof is lasting for 15 to 20 years, this is a great example of how to use REScreen to make the decision to go ahead and improve that roof.